afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Not too bad, You look great today.
Thank you. Thank you. I got something going on later today, so
Okay.
trying to get out. Be ready. Stay ready.
You doing a video shoot or?
Someone else's video shoot and be a part of it.
Oh, that's dope. Okay. So I do have to ask you, how do you pronounce your name, your stage name?
My name is pronounced Tierra Natizha.
Okay.
Yes. And my real name is Tierra, so it's just spelled different.
Okay. How did you come up with your artist name?
I was formerly known as Triple Threat. And I decided to change my name. You know, it's a lot of artists in the game that evolved and felt like they needed a different name to fit them and stuff like that. So I just really came up with a name because it's the closest to my original name. And I wanted my name to be able to like express all of me, or be able to like, no matter what I did, rap, sing, R&B, pop, it's still me. So Tierra Natizha, that's how I came up. My real name is Tierra Natasha.
Oh, okay, that's dope.
Yeah,
okay.
so.
I saw it and I was like, I don't know how to pronounce that, but I like how it looks. It's beautiful, so I didn't want to mispronounce it.
Right, yeah.
So I've been listening to your music, and I know you rap and sing. But which one would you say you have more of a passion for?
Rapping more of a passion. I always been able to sing, but I don't know why. I just never pursued it 100% when it came to like R&B. I always rapped. Okay. So I sing more now. At this new phase in my life, I sing more now than I rap. So I'm kind of trying to master my singing at this point. Okay.
Because you're really talented. And I've listened back to it, and it is different. It's not, most people, they jumping out to pop music or something commercial, but you're doing soul. And where does that come from?
My soul, it just comes from the inside, I always been a nurturer, and, when I was formerly Triple Threat, it was more rap, and I always expressed my anger, and, while I was always mad, I beat you up and all this and that, and now I'm more tapped into my feminine side, so I sing more when it comes to me being more soulful. And the soulful, like I said, just comes from my soul. Like, that's the type of music I like to hear. It's like Lauryn Hill's, the Erykah Badu's, of the game. That's the type, that type of music had me cleaning up. I had cleaning up in the house, feeling good. So it's like, I just had to express the inside of me, like show people who I truly am.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, so what made you decide to shoot the video downtown for Pieces?
I don't know. We have a nice downtown setting, it's real beautiful. So the Pieces of Me song is a slow R&B song that I really like. So I felt like it'll go good. I initially wanted to shoot the video in this like antique chair out there by the ocean and everything. But you know how things don't never work out as supposed to. But it didn't end up, but it came out better than I thought. So, I go with the flow, and sometimes when a plan don't work. But downtown was just a nice scenery. I wanted the band and everybody to be there. So I just felt like it'll be nice. And it showcase where I'm from also in our city too.
Okay. Is that intentional, the way your videos and your music blend together? Because it's a good pairing. Yes, very intentional.
So when it comes to any video, I got to have like a visual. So I got to sit down and be able to visualize, what I want to see me doing to this song, or what is a good vibe that'll match this song. So of course it is very intentional to make sure that the visual blends well with the song.
It does. It's a very different look. Like, I mean, obviously people have seen that area before, but it's even your choice of outfits or the fact that you chose a band is a lot different than the average person would do.
I heard that a lot. I did. And I'm very proud, to be the person doing it, stepping out of the box and showing people, how there's more than one way to make it, or more than one lane, when it comes to music.
Okay. So when did you first start singing and writing?
Since I could remember. I started poetry when I was very young. And I think around like 10 is when I did my first rap. But it started off with just writing poems in my book, poetry. And then I changed over probably like 10, 11 and started like actually rapping. So yeah, I would say probably around 10 years old, I worked my first rap.
Oh, you remember your first rap?
Oh my God. Yes, I do. I still be busting out sometimes until when I having memories about it. I do remember my first rap.
Can I hear it?
Oh my. It was like, I gotta remind me now. This is when I was 10. But it went like, I'm going to come back to you and chew you and tell a little something that's going to make you say hallelujah, pull out my gun and do you, take all your money, make you broke, then make you choke, make you lose all your hope, and then I take all your dope. The more money I get is the richer I am. These females still trying to freestyle like this. And I can't remember the rest, but I definitely remembered it, yes. I thought I was a gangster then, already. Wait, so yeah.
Okay, so did you ever let your parents hear that first, right?
No. She's heard some recently, my like I started chasing my career in 2017. It's when I started actually chasing my passion and my dream, putting my money into investing my money in myself and into my craft and perfecting it. So she's heard it since then, but nah, she ain't.
Was there any turning point that you was like, okay, I gotta take this serious, or was it just?
Yeah, that was the turning point. In 2017, when a friend Cody Boy died, and he was close to a lot of people. He was a legend here when it came to music. I mean, pushing everybody. It didn't matter. He was always chasing his dream, and he was very close to me. So when he passed, it was like it hit me different, and it was like I knew if he was here, I don't have that to be on my ass no more. I don't have that person right there like, Tierra, challenge yourself, challenge this and challenge that. And just to see his drive, it was like, I wanted to have that drive. I wanted to go as hard as Cody did because he gone. So I want to go as hard as him, even if not harder, because he was always set the bar when it came to like chasing your passion, not having any type of, we always had doubts like, oh no, I might not can do it. I might not have enough money, or I might can't get a ride, or he was the person that kept you had 1 cent. We finna make it to this, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if we gotta walk. What we finna do? And I just love that drive. So for him and his kids, it made me like take this serious, not only for him, but for me also and my daughter. And I've been doing music all my life, so it was like, let me take this serious and invest in myself and drop a tape and just keep going.
So it sounds like he's gone, but it sounds like he left you with a permanent imprint. Like you said, I got to go.
He did. He definitely did. And a lot of other people too. Like a lot of people in the city, I'm sure he touched that keep going, because, we got to pick up where he left off. So not only do I do this for me and my daughter, but anytime I'm going hard, I'm like, I got to make it for his kids too. I got to make it. So yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So do you have stage fright?
No, not really. No. I used to in the beginning. I was nervous. That's just like with anything. You're going to start, you're going to out until you get comfortable. So I've been doing open mics and stuff like that for a while now. So no, I'm not. In the beginning I was, but no. Now I'm going to take over the flow. Like, DJ, stop that. He going to listen to me. Like, I'm on stage. I'm running the stage. And yeah.
So what was your first show?
My first show? My first show was maybe in 2013. They had a showcase. It was called Presidential at the time, but they don't have Presidential here anymore. But yeah, they had a showcase there, and I went and I performed my song. But at this time, like I said, I'm not fully focused when it came to chasing my dream as a career. So I had just a beat. I didn't have no words on the beat. I'm really performing the song completely a cappella over there. And I'm the only person that performed it like that. I'm like, but I'm completely a cappella, like no nothing, just the beat. But it was my very first time and I loved it. And that sparked it in me. I moved to Atlanta right after that. Like, I'm finna chase my dreams. Like, I'm finna, and I've been lit ever since. But in 2017 is when I really started putting the money behind myself, making sure everything was professional, and everything like that.
So when you say you started putting the money behind it, what was the difference? Like, what things have you started investing in?
Quality of music, engineering when it comes to getting it recorded, getting it mastered, quality of my videos. It's a lot of people do videos, and it's levels to this thing. You can go pay $50 to my friend and be like, yeah, give me a little video off your phone or something. Or you can go, pay maybe $400, $500 and get a video that's going to put you in a better image, So as far as videos, registering, purchasing the beats, a lot of times people will use YouTube beats or they'll use somebody beats or whatever the case may be and not purchase them. So I'm making sure I'm purchasing the beats and having the license to use them. Ads, promotions on all of the platforms, investing my money into that type of thing. So yeah, my image also, things like that.
So is it different or maybe difficult competing? Do you feel like you compete with the men as well or just the females, or is it?
I don't never feel like I'm competing. Like, I never compete, even though I'm a competitive person. Like, I'm very competitive, but it's like a friendly competitive. Like, because I always knew since I was younger, like, it's only one me. So it's like, and I try to make sure I tell my daughter that and anybody else, like, it's only one you. How can anybody possibly compete, with you when they're not you?
Right.
It has to be some type of, you have to be the same in some type of way to compete, because it's like, what are we competing for? I'm nothing like you. Like, so it's like competition. No. When I rapped a lot, yes, a lot of guys would feel some type of way. Cause yeah, I could rap, and it'd be the other people that make them feel some type of way. Cause they'll definitely be like, yeah, she can rap better than you. I put on her, her rap's killing yours, and the dude's like, but they still loved it. I never had any beef.
That's cool though that you pop your shit, because that shows confidence.
Yeah, I definitely do. Definitely, more when I was triple threat than now. I still pop my shit in a goddess way, But then it was cutthroat, like yeah.
So why the name Triple Threat?
Triple threat. Multiple meanings. I actually got that name from some friends. And it wasn't supposed to be a rap name. It was an insider, from me and my homegirls. And I don't know. I went to the other side of town one day and they was like, Triple Threat. And I'm like, you don't even supposed to call me that. You're like, how do you even know that's my name?
Right.
Like me and my friends had an insider where they would call me that. And but I took it and I ran with it. And Triple Threat, to me, the meaning of the first purpose is like crazy. But the second, the meaning I ran with was being a threat in multiple ways. Like, and it goes back, even when they think about triple threat position in basketball or anything, it's like just being prepared for anything that's coming to you in any way, and then also just to have multiple talents. Like, just because a person is a rapper, she probably can cook too, she probably can, dance too, and it's like, you're a threat, you're a triple threat. You can cook in the kitchen, you can sing, you can dance, or whatever 3 combination you can put together. But that's how I really look at the name Triple Threat. And give y'all the whole tea on here, because the whole tea a little crazy.
You can tell us if you want. I ain't gonna tell nobody.
Oh yeah. But yeah, it initially, like I said, it's Triple Threat, and it came from a song, Lil Wayne song he had dropped, and it was like pussy mouthing ass, how that bitch triple threat, and we was younger at the time, but we adults, we got our own places and stuff at this time. We teenagers though, like 18, and and I was the only friend that was down with it. I'm like, yeah, pussy mouth. And they like, Tiara, you do it in the I'm like, oh my God. So since then they just been triple threat, and that's how I really started.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
because I was real clock, because I'm sorry to cut you off, but I was big on the freak stuff. Triple threat, they know. I was big on being a freak now. Like, nothing wrong with it.
We all grown, shit.
Right, ain't nothing wrong with it.
So do you have a project in the works, and do you have a complete project from the past?
I have 2 EPs in the past I dropped under Triple Threat, my Triple Threat EPs, and they're only on they're on Spinning Real Love, my mixtape. I got 2 singles that are out on all platforms right now, and these are off of the tape that I'm working on. It's really almost done, so it's gonna drop in maybe the next 2 months. And that's the one I'm working on right now. That's my neo soul flow, my newer flow, my good vibes on that tape. And they'll be on all platforms in the next 2 months. But right now, I got Pieces of Me on all platforms. The video is out on YouTube. I have Keep Shining, and that's on all platforms too. And those are off of the album, the mixtape that I'm about to drop now. Nick.
What do you think? But okay, so what's the motivation behind Keep Shining, and what's the motivation behind the second single?
Keep Shining is the second single, so you want to know about both singles?
I want to know what inspired the first one, and what caused you, what's your inspiration behind the second one?
The first one is called Pieces of Me, and it was inspired by a relationship. The song is basically about being in love, like having a man, dreaming of what you could be with this person, and it's like, every time the person leaves, it was like they had pieces of me. So I wrote that song basically about that, because it's like every time they leave, it's like they're taking parts of me with them. So now it's like they're constantly on my mind, or I'm constantly thinking about them. It's like I'm over there with them, and they probably somewhere at work, home with their friends, and it's like you got pieces of me with you no matter where you go. So that's how that one came about and inspired me. It's a relationship song.
Was that intimidating to be that vulnerable?
It wasn't, but I love it, and people love the vulnerability, me showing that I'm vulnerable. I still sometimes be like, I was real soft, but That's the era I'm going into right now. They call it the soft girl era. So
Okay.
I'm into that. I'm into that era, being vulnerable, showing that I'm soft, that I'm fragile, actually showing that side of me. And that's what this evolution with my name and everything is really about right now. Showing all the parts of me instead of just the angry side.
No, that's dope though, because I think that when music is more transparent and vulnerable, it makes people gravitate towards it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because when I heard it, I was like, "Oh, this is hot. This is fire right here." You know what I mean? And it was very different. Like I say, it's because everybody wants that commercial pop music, and I get it, but it doesn't have longevity. But with you being that open and honest, I think that can stand the test of time.
Right. Thank you. I agree.
So now tell me about the second one though.
The second one is called "Keep Shining," and I love that song. "Keep Shining" was basically just, it came up. It was inspired. What inspired me was basically to know that you got to keep going. I woke up one morning and I'm sitting and I'm like, I've been chasing my dream for almost 5 years now, like 100%. I took some breaks sometime here and there like we do, but I've been chasing my dream. I've never lost it. And it's like, I haven't made it yet. Like that feeling coming in your head sometimes like, what do? I haven't made it yet. I'm really ready to make it. But it was just saying, keep shining and keep grinding. Like to the day you go, like just keep shining and just keep grinding and everything else gonna be all right. So it's a motivational song. Like, hey, if you ain't made it where you want to be at yet, or where you see yourself at in life, you just keep on grinding because you shine every day. As long as you grinding, you shining every day. Like shining bright. So just keep grinding and you'll get there. Okay. That was a really motivational song for me.
No, both of them is dope. I like that. Do you have a name for the project they're going on?
Not right now. I did have one, but I'm really trying to let it come to me. I feel like I can come up with something better. Or I might just name it my name. I'm not sure though at this point.
That's not bad though to make it to name it after yourself. You know what I mean?
Because it can be self-titled. Yeah. But I'm not sure at this point. I was gonna do the real me, but I'm not sure.
For the project, do you plan to have rappers as well as singing, or do you want to just be yourself? Or?
I have some rapping on there. I rap on there.
Oh, you
I have
do?
some features. Yeah. So I have some rapping on there. I just ain't talking about killing nobody on this one. I just ain't talking about killing nobody, but I am still rapping on some of the songs on there.
That's fine. Okay. Do you mind if I ask how old you are?
I'm 32. No, I'm mine. I'm 32 years old.
Okay. So this is a different phase of your life.
Yes, exactly. Definitely.
What made that happen though?
Healing. Self-reflection. Yeah. That really helped me get to where I'm at now. Like that's why when I look at my triple threat music, I'm like, I was so mad. Like I be looking back at it, like, I was so mean. I was so mad, girl. Like what was so wrong with you? Like you were just angry. And it's like, I've healed a lot of things. So I'm no longer angry. I'm no longer, filled with like a certain rage or hurt, depressed. All those feelings can make you do things or come off in wrong ways or show a part of yourself, just you showing your anger, and everybody's like, hey, she's an angry person. No, you just been hurt and you're just expressing it one way, So now I'm just living in my vulnerability. Like I love being soft. I love being sweet. I love, being loving. Like I love nurturing, so yeah.
Okay, so maybe when you had the triple threat music, like you said, you needed to get it out, but maybe making that music helped you get through that.
Yeah, and it did, because music has always been my therapy. It's always been my therapy, so it does help me get through stuff. Like, it gives me a platform to release it, and I think that's a lot of people's issue today when they have issues or something they want to talk about or things that hurt them or bother them. They have no way to express it. A lot of people don't have art to run to. They can't go paint or make a song or play an instrument, or whatever the case may be, to release it. So it's like they find a way to release it and you'll be okay. Yeah, if I would have held it all in, I'd probably be in jail right now.
We can't have that.
For real, I've been locked. I'm locked up. Yeah, but I've been gone. Like, so I'm just happy. I healed.
That's cool.
Myself.
That's cool. So who's the first person that ever heard you sing?
Me. I'm just joking. Okay, the first person that ever heard me sing, probably my brothers. I can't even remember. It was either, I don't even think it's my brothers because they used to be mean when we was kids. Little boy be laughing at you, when you cry and stuff. They be ha ha ha, like, Okay. But I think it was really them or a lady named Rasha. She was, I was just talking about her the other day, she used to take me and my homegirl to the studio, and we were like 10, 11, 12, doing music. And we had a group called Too True.
Okay.
And we were like 10, 11, and Rasha and this lady named Tasha, they used to take us to the studio, help us redo Brandy songs, and like had us just practicing with our voice. So I would really say it was one of them that I really sung for. And she just took me on a wing and pushed me, even at a young age, But I wasn't focused on it, but she was trying to bring the best out of me. I would say Rasha probably heard me sing first.
Okay. Does she sing as well, or?
She sings as well. She does sing as well.
Okay. Okay. So when you sang for her, what was that like? Were you nervous? Were you?
Yeah, I was used to be nervous. And let me take you back. I had a group called Too True. I did say that. Mm-hmm. So out of the group, it would probably be the Sequoia. She was the girl in the group with me. And I would do all the writing, and she had a beautiful voice. She had like a Mariah Carey voice. And I had like this, alto voice. I can't hit no,
you can sing though.
I can, and I love it. I love my tone of voice too, but I loved her voice. Like she really has one of them blowing away voices. I think she was the first person to hear me sing though, because we both was kids and we used to write songs together before we even went to Rasha, and songs for her. So yeah.
Okay. So what happened with the group?
We just got older, we were so young trying to have that group, and then, we just didn't stay focused. Then we got older, and, we get older, people grow apart, live their life, have kids. Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever want to be part of a group as you gotten to your mature artistry, or?
Yes, I always think about stuff like that. But, I always think about stuff like that. But I don't know if I'm really just want to. But it's always been a great idea, I think, in my head.
Because I think you shine bright enough by yourself. I just wondered since you said you had been in a group before. So.
No.
Okay. So were pieces and Keep Shining poems initially, or were they?
They were songs. They came out as songs.
Okay, so you sat down with the intention of I'm writing a song.
Yeah, and I don't usually write them. I don't usually sit down and write the songs, but I would just lay there and think of the song. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, and then I'll repeat it over and over. So
okay,
that's
so you
how
mentally write it.
Yeah, I write it mentally.
You're getting your Jay-Z on, okay.
Yeah, that's how I write the song. I don't ever like to take the paper out, but I definitely write it like in my head mentally and remember it.
Okay, so do you try to go with the beat first, or do you write the music first?
Now I go with the beat first. I'm trying to get back to where I started, because when I started music, singing and rapping, I always would come up with the song without any beat. And I love the way the song would come together when I did that, because it was like, now you got to create the beat around the song, So it's like, I'm trying to get back to that, because I think that's a more creative way to do music than to already have the beat and to, create the song to the beat. I think that's what I do now. But I really think it's better to actually come up with the song without a beat at all and then have the beat created to the song.
Oh, does the beat kind of give you a restricted feeling like It's got to?
Exactly. I think the beat now you think of what melodies go on this beat, what da-da-da come on this beat, but when you have no beat, everything is completely your creation, like your rhythm, it's not, it's nothing altering it or pushing you a certain way, because music has vibrations and energy, so it makes you feel certain ways when you hear a certain beat, and it's like, I think it's better to create it without the beat. It'll be more creative.
Okay. And do you have any particular producers that you tend to go towards to create your sound?
No, not really. When I was doing Triple Threat, I had a lot of producers I would go to, and it was like AWOL, it was Sosa, Sib, I've even had a couple of Butler beats, but it was like, I went to most of them doing a Triple Threat. And now I shop a lot online. I purchase a lot of beats off YouTube. I purchased a lot of beats off of there. And the reason I go there is because it's a more wide variety. How you say, like, my songs have been different. It's hard when you change over to different music, and now the engineers that you used to working with are only used to certain type of music or trap or, and it's like, I can't find what I'm looking for now within the same producer sometimes. And some of them do good. I've been wanting to work with like Brandon Hobbs. Brandon, and his name Brandon, yeah. But I'm trying to work with him because I've heard a few of his beats, and he make great R&B, soulful beats. So yeah, I'm trying to find different producers now that match my vibe now.
So have you had the chance to sit down with some producers that can, I'm not saying that others are limited, but just that match that neo soul that you're looking for?
Not yet. Not yet. I've just been searching online and purchasing my beats offline. In the moment.
Okay, so how is your recording process when you go to the studio?
Ooh,
Because you ain't writing nothing down. You just
I know, right? it's I have a good recording process, but it's timely. It takes time with me. I don't go in there and just rap the verse, da da da, and get out. No, I can't. Like, I go in there, and it's a good vibe. I have to catch a vibe. I have to be in the vibe. And yeah, a lot of the stuff come up on a lot of the like melodies to the songs and everything. They come in right then while I'm in the studio. Like, I don't create them. All I do is write the verse. You know how you have these in and outs and these and all this background stuff. Like, I don't do none of that. I come up with it right on the spot because I feel like that's when I get inspired. You know, the most is when I'm behind the microphone recording the song. So yeah, it's a little process for me because I be trying things while I'm recording. So, you know, while I'm recording, I might say, hey, let me try this melody. Or somebody might be like, no, try this, try that. And I'm like, you know, and it matches. So I'm like, it's timely, but, you know, it's all worth it.
But it sounds like you put a lot of effort into making sure that it's quality instead of just, I know I can sing, I'm finna kill the shit and step out of here.
Right, exactly.
And where's that come from, though? Because a lot of people go in there and get it out and they done in 20 minutes.
Right. That comes from really like people who were doing this already before me, you know, and then pushing me to do it correctly. Because I used to rap all the way through. Like, going in the studio and rap the whole verse, like no breath, just rapping it. And it's like, now, you know, other engineers, producers and stuff, they're like, hey, you need to try punching it in. You know, you can hear all your words. You know, you can separate your words, and now you can say them with more emphasis. And now we can feel, you know, what you're saying more than just rapping it completely through. So it was like people who, you know, was giving me jewels, and I was listening. I was taking them like, let me try to punch it in and see. And now I can hear all my words clearer. I can, you know, pronounce things the way I need to. I don't run out of breath when I'm trying to record. So it is a process when it comes to recording, you know, that makes the song come out great.
Okay.
But yeah, that's where it really came from. Other people, you know, getting on me like, Tierra, you know, you need to do this, that cared about my craft, you know, and knew that my songs could sound better if I did something a different way or recorded differently. And so, yeah.
So what makes you so open to that input? Because a lot of people well, you know, we artists, we sensitive about our shit.
Yeah, very. I don't know. I'm very open-minded, like very, and I have always been open-minded. So I love people with ideas. You know, I feel like an idea is worth a try. You know, and so that's why I'm very open-minded. Yeah, I get a lot of ideas from people sometimes in the studio with me. Like, they might think I created the whole song, every little accent of it. You know, and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I make all the words and in and outs, and I sing it, and then it might be one melody that the engineer hear or my friend here in the studio, and they're like, we hear this. Like, didn't you hear that? I didn't hear it. You know, and they're like, you hear this? This sound good. You should do that. And I'm like, okay, thank you. Because I feel like I don't know everything, and I'm not going to think of everything. So I know more people, I'm saying, having more people that are creative, with creative ideas around you can help you be better. Like, yeah. I just got to stay open-minded. I've always been open-minded.
Okay. So what is networking like, being in such a unique genre?
It's kind of difficult when you're starting off, only because you're trying to find who you're networking to. You know, you're trying to find your crowd, you know, your following. Because I've built a following off Triple Threat, but, you know, some of them change over with me. Like, I still love it, and some of them like, no, cut somebody out, step on somebody's neck. We want to hear it. And I'm like, huh. So it's really about finding the correct people, the correct types of environments that listen to this type of music, you know, because now I'm separating and evolving, but I don't hang around the people who listen to my type of music anymore, you know, that I'm creating now. So yeah, it's a little difficult, like, networking when you don't know, like, what area, what to go to where people would like this type of music, you know. So I guess I start looking at, like, now I go to more like Blues Boulevard downtown, where they play instruments, musicians, or jazz music. I know people like that, you know, who like that type of music would gravitate more to my music.
Okay.
So yeah.
So do you want to network more with singers or more with rappers?
Both. Both. I do need to network more though, period, but with both.
Okay. So would you want like a Wale type of rap feature more so now versus some Young G's?
Yes, yeah, definitely. Definitely. I need like J. Cole and Wale and maybe Kendrick Lamar's. You know, I need like very knowledgeable, educated, you know, people who have a message. You know, and that's another reason I evolved. Just to go back to what you asked me earlier, another reason I evolved is because I knew I had a purpose, you know, and sometimes when you come across your purpose, you know what you're leading people to and what you're guiding people to. So it's like I couldn't keep doing the same music knowing that it's people looking up to this music. It's kids looking to this music like, oh, I want to be like her. I want a pistol in my hand and, you know, I want to shoot me a bitch. You know, it's like, no, like that killed me to my heart because I'm like, no, I was just angry. You don't do it. I don't want anybody else to feel like, you know, to be leading the wrong message and then sending the wrong message out. And then also I have a daughter. She's 14. So to show her my last 2 videos, I was overly excited and proud, you know, because I'm showing her a video that I think that I would like her to grow into, that she can look and say, hey, I want to be like that. I'll see my mom. I wouldn't proudly show her Triple Threat, you know, even though she still knew every word because I played it in the car. I don't know how she still knew every word. Be in the back seat, but I can't say I had that same proud feeling, you know, that I have now while showing her the new and evolved me.
No, I feel like my oldest is 14, my daughter, and I'm kind of like you. I'm more conscious about what I play in the car when she's in there. Like I listen to podcasts instead of rap when she's in the car.
Me too. I get it for real.
So was she the turning point that made you say when she started understanding your music, you was like, okay, I'm gonna have to do something different, or?
It wasn't initially about her. It was initially about me. But I saw the gift that it gave to her, you know, through me. So it was like, yeah, it was initially about me. Like, I'm not this person anymore. You know, when I rap like that, I don't feel it anymore. You know, like, it's not me anymore. And then it also hurt being an artist because when you're blowing up and you got all these people, you know, liking you and watching you and they think they know you. And I was only showing one side of me. So it was more about me. It was like, Tiara, they think you just this gangster female with no feelings. Like everywhere I went, when people would meet me, it was crazy for real because they would meet me and they'd be like, oh, it's Triple Threat. And then I'd be like, hey, what's up? How y'all doing? They'd be like, this is not what we expected. Like, where's the aggression? Like, they be looking at me like, this really you? Like, you nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't get it. We thought you was gonna come in here and step on stuff. And it's like, no. So I feel like I needed to show the world all of me. You know, I'm not just this, I'm everything. Like, let me show you my nurturing side. Let me show you my feminine side. Let me show you, you know, my doctor side, my healing side. Let me show you all parts of me because right now, y'all got me fucked up. You know, that ain't just me. And I ain't like that because I go home and I'm a full home-blown mama. You know, and it's like, everybody like, she just a crip. No, I'm a mama. I love my kids. You know, don't do me like that because I'm really a great woman all around. So I just want to show my greatness as a whole.
So what was your daughter's reaction to your new style of music? I mean, it's not brand new. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She likes it. She always just been my number one fan, no matter what. She always just loved any song. You know, anything I did just because it was her mom. Like, you know. So she likes it. She's actually been in the second video. The second video, Keep Shining, she's in the video in that one. So.
I'm going to have to go back and look at it. Because I remember the video. It's got the bathtub, the fan. It's got a very neo-soul, almost like a Egypt feel to it.
Yeah, definitely.
That's dope.
It does. I love it. I love how it came out.
So you picked not literally everything, but like you was like, hey, director, this is the concept.
That was my vision. The women with the fruit on their head, you know, just Afrocentric culture. It was definitely my vision. Like the man with the feathers, like treat her like a queen. You know, I'm shining, I'm grinding. I ain't really rich or successful as I want to be yet, but I'm still a queen.
Absolutely.
You know, so I'm gonna keep shining. You know, and the song basically, the visual was all me. I had to get everything for that visual, come up with it. The actual spot location we were at, our director, the voice box definitely helped me find that to match, you know, my visual. And it all came together.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, because sometimes we have the vision, but we don't know where we can pull the vision off.
Exactly.
And that can be frustrating.
Right, and that's why we do need each other. That's why I say, like, when it's people in the studio and they come up with great ideas, you know, and instead of me just being like, no, I'm going to do my own thing, you know, what I want to do, I take ideas, you know, because that's going to help us get where we need to go. Like, even with that video, I had the whole visual. I came up with their clothes, you know, how it was going to look, everything that we needed, but I did not have the location, you know, so it took from somebody else seeing my vision and finding the location and bringing it to me. So, yeah.
I got an idea for some content, and I don't have the place to do it, but I have the equipment to pull it off. I'll tell you about when we get there.
Okay, that's what's up.
But, okay, so do you already have the next... Well, let me ask you this. Do you have a specific plan? Like, you got your first 2 singles. Do you want to have all your singles in place and then put the album out? Or do you want to do a little bit of both? Or
no, I'm going to do a little bit of both. I probably have one more single drop before my whole tape drop. once my tape drops, I'll still be promoting and dropping other singles off of that same tape after it drops. So yeah, a little bit of both.
What's the name of the next one?
The next tape.
No, the next single.
The next single. I'm looking. Is it between two?
Okay.
But right now I'm leaning towards a song called Personal.
Okay.
And I just got Chemo on that song. He's an artist also. If y'all don't look him up, he's an artist also. And yeah, he's one of them, like we've saying Nas type flows, like knowledgeable, very articulate, like when it comes to metaphors and all of that, like on its bars. So yeah, Personal is a great song, and it was just talking about how this time is personal. This time is not for my daughter. This time is not for my mama. This time is not for my friends. This time is not for anybody other than me. My daughter lives through me, so I noticed that anything I do for me that's good rubs off on her. She's automatically gets the juice from it. So I just had to do it for me, this time, because we waste our time in life doing a lot of stuff for other people, and it's like, when in life are you gonna give all that to you? So that Personal song is like, yeah, this is my time to do it for me.
Okay, I like that.
That's probably what I'm gonna drop first.
Okay, is it weird? Not weird. Is it difficult being a mom and trying to be an artist?
Sometimes, yeah, of course. It's difficult just being a mom by itself.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it is. It is. It's plenty of times she was sleep in the studio with me. It's plenty of times she's on the couch and I died and I'm recording. It's plenty of times I have to sacrifice, take money that I probably would have wanted for just anything, to invest in my career that I probably could have got. Bought something or did something extra for her, or maybe, for me, and she gets everything. Believe me, she's spoiled. But when you look at finances, it's like, yeah, it's harder because you have a child and you have a dream, and they both are like big money, that needs to be done.
Absolutely.
So it's like, then you have your own bills, and it's like, yeah, it gets a little hard. And then finding time, like she's older now, so it's a little harder when she was younger, and you need babysitters. I got to go perform, and I got to do this, and you got to do that, and you got to travel, and so yeah, it's a little difficult, but it's one of the reasons I keep going the most. She's like my biggest fan. So it's one of the most inspiring people to me. Like, so yeah, it's hard, but it's worth it. When you have your kids, it's worth it. You looking like, yeah, it's worth it.
That's dope though, yeah. Because I know that moms, like you said, even if you're not an artist, just a lot of moms have to sacrifice the dream for the kid. And I will say that's kind of unfair. And obviously men, we got to do a little bit better of a job. But I don't know. It's unfair, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is, but life not fair. Yeah. It's not. Like, so I never been the type to ever like complain about stuff unless it's like me being just petty. I'm just I'm a Virgo, and sometimes we can be a little complaining and a little eggy. But as far as like complaining about life, no, it don't really can't bother me because my mom had 4 kids and I watched her like still take care of us, still feed us, still, so sometimes I see girls like, I got all these kids, I can't do it. I'm like, I believe you can do it, and not only believe you can do it because I seen it done. If I probably haven't seen it done, I'm like, it's hard too, but I seen my mama get up. I didn't see her complain. I'm sure she did behind the closed doors, but she got up, she had us fed, she had us clothes on, she had us school, she had, what I'm saying? She still did everything. So it's like, life still goes on. It's just about how bad you want it. Like to make it happen for yourself. But yeah.
That's dope. So what did your mom think about your music? The change in your music?
She loves the change in my music. She does. For the first time, she really been supporting my music. She never really supported the triple threat. Maybe because that's probably all she's seen. She's like, I don't see my daughter as that. She see me differently. So, she's looking like, you can be better. You can do better than that, But yeah, she's been loving the growth.
That's cool. Okay. I did want to go back. When you said, so you got the next single is Personal, and then do you have an idea of when you would want, like how many songs do you have recorded already?
It's like 11 on tape, and they're all recorded, except for, they're all recorded. It's maybe 2 of them that need verses added to them, but they're all recorded. I'm really done with tape, really.
Oh, okay.
Almost mastered everything.
Okay. And do you have a time frame of, do you want to hit them over the head in the summer? Do you want to?
What is this, April? Probably like 2 months. Yeah, I'm gonna drop in the summer. I'm looking towards like June.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I'm looking to drop.
Why June?
Because I'm moving to Charlotte in June.
Okay.
So I'm taking a big chance. I feel like I'm gonna be filled with some new energy. Just a great moment to show people traveling and chasing my dreams. So I'm gonna drop that. The last song on there is called Proud of Me, and I'm probably gonna drop that after the personal. And it's just like, I really want people to chase their dreams and see you can do it. So I feel like once I move to Charlotte, start performing up there, people, I already have my following elsewhere, and that's when I'm probably going to drop, just because I know they have their eyes on me. And I just need attention when I do drop. Yeah, look at me when I drop. I might start some chaos just so y'all can. I might come back as triple threat just so they can tune in. As soon as they tune in, Tierra and Natizha gonna come across screen. I ain't got time for these people. But yeah, for real, I'm a drop probably in June.
Okay. What's the end goal for that particular project?
The end goal, is to make it into a bigger platform. As far as social medias, interviewing, bigger platforms. I need to be on somebody platform that can show me to a lot more people. So it's like just basically getting recognition I need. Because once you get the recognition, it can open certain doors. Certain people can see you, recognize you, and be willing to open certain doors for you. So I'm really just trying to get this next tape recognized and to a certain extent, to a certain level, so that I can get placed on bigger platforms, really. I plan on pushing this tape for like a year or two. So it's like, I got a lot of work to do, and I'm ready.
No, I like that. A lot of people, they put out just a gang of music. You're like, but you ain't letting it sit for somebody to hear it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right, yeah. Or pushing it in their head. Like, because a lot of stuff is about like advertisement, promotion. And my first 5 years, I wasn't on that big. I had all the views and everything, but I wasn't on the behind the scenes, the paperwork, promoting it, marketing it. All that stuff matters, because it's just like an advertisement we see on TV. My daughter came out the other day, she was saying something, some commercial, I forgot it, but how we say the Safe Auto commercials, and we do, it just come up in your head one day. You might walk through the house, I'm loving it. Don't know why, but you don't heard it so much to the point your brain is put into your brain. So it's like, yeah, promoting and knocking them upside the head, like, listen, to the point, like, they ain't even listen to the song and they know the words. They're like, yeah, where I heard this song at? Like, yeah. So I'm really just trying to be big on promoting and marketing and putting it in their face and trying to get on bigger platforms.
So would you want to get signed to a major label? Do you want to be independent indefinitely, or?
My truest wish would be to be independent indefinitely, or to start my own label. Truly, we all know it comes with a lot of stuff with the industry and paperwork and business, and it can get a lot of crazy. So I really would want to be independent, but if I signed a deal, I would just want to be with a company I know I could feel like I could trust or something. But I'm really hoping and pushing for independent, like just blow up on my own, like, just on my own blow up. Like, let me book my own shows, and then I might pull in some managers and lawyers to help me get everything together. But let me blow up on my own and choose what I would like to do. I don't want to like blow up behind a label, saying, here, we got this much, and then they put me out, and then I blow up, and then I'm dependent on them or whatever the case may be.
So it sounds like you want to have more control of your destiny.
I do. I really do.
And why is that? Just
because music's so important to me. Like you said earlier, like, it's my craft, and we're sensitive about it. Like, I am. I don't need anyone telling me what I need to do and got to do to my song and change it like this and do that. Or I don't need money coming back and I got million streams and I only made $2,000.
Yeah, I don't. Bullshit.
Yeah, I don't need that. Like, I really want to have control of my own money, and my own destiny, to know where I'm going. Like, because I do this music thing freely, and at any time I could feel like, oh, I want to do this, and I don't need a label or somebody telling me, you can't be free, you stuck now, do this. You're finna do this for the next 10 years. And it's like, that's gonna be depressing. So yeah, I'm looking and aiming towards being independent.
Okay, so what if they could get you like distribution, but you still control?
Yeah, I'll sign distribution deals, single deals, and things like that. I'm definitely looking for them.
That's cool. So after this project, you said you're gonna push it for about 1.5 years, 2 years. What do you want to do going forward? I'm
going forward with music, or this project.
Music in general.
Music in general. I'm just gonna keep recording like I always do. And that's preparing for my next tape. While I'm pushing this one for a year, I'll be recording for my next, album or whatever I'm gonna drop. And in the meantime, traveling and networking and meeting people and getting my following up, and like I say, the interviews, the podcasts, everything I can do to just put me in their face, really, to let them see I'm working. So really, that's all I'll be doing when it comes to music. And I'm going to add, like, there's 3 elements that I am going to be working on that's included with my music. And then that's it. Choreograph. Like I want to dance. Like I want to entertain.
Dance,
yeah,
okay.
I want to dance. I can't say I can just. I can do a little.
You got rhythm.
Sitting down, I damn better sitting down. Just that I don't want to sit down. But no, I really want to dance. I really want to be like, an entertainer. I loved entertainers growing up, so I really want to be an entertainer. I'm adding a little choreographer, choreographer, whatever I pronounce it. I'm adding that to my music. I'm a vocal coach, so that I can prepare my voice to sing, higher notes, to challenge myself, vocally. I'm gonna be looking towards that. It was something else I was gonna say.
Say choreography, vocal coach.
Yes, it was one more thing. I'm not sure. Can't remember right now.
Oh, it's all good.
But yeah, that's what y'all can be looking forward to seeing from me for the next year or so.
Okay, so throughout your career, are there any missteps that you feel like stood out to you that you could, if you could, would you go back and change?
Yes. I don't know. It's hard to answer that question because I believe in like not going back and changing stuff because you learn from stuff. So I don't know if I would literally change it, because I did learn a lot from it. But like it is some mishaps. It is things that happen. For instance, just stopping. At 1 year, I just stopped.
Completely?
Like, yeah, didn't see nothing from me. No music, nothing. And it was just, I was like depressed. I was going through a relationship, issues and problems. And I let all of that get in the way of my dream, And then when I started back, I felt like I was 2 years behind. So it was like, no matter what, I learned no matter how tired you are, no matter how sleepy you get, no matter if your rent late, don't matter if your boyfriend, you just got to arguing, it don't matter. You keep chasing your dream, don't stop. Don't let the other stuff of the world stop you from making your dream possible. And that's one of the biggest things I learned when it came to music is consistency. Like to just keep doing it. Like keep doing it, and never stop.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Excuse me. We talked about the music. We talked about the video. What else?
Yeah, we talked about pretty much.
I don't know.
We talked about a lot today. We did.
We did. You got any questions for me? Somebody suggested I should start doing that. I don't know why.
No, I don't really do. I don't have any questions. But you did great. I'm blessed and happy to be here.
I appreciate you coming.
Happy to be a part of it, and everything. Can't wait to see it and share it. I hope everybody can learn something about me or get a vibe off of me or something.
Absolutely.
And go check out my music. Really.
So we got Keep Shining. We got Pieces. You said potentially personal will be next. Okay. And all right, bet. Well, can I have your socials?
Yeah, my social media is I'm on IG at _T Natizha. T _Natizha. T Natizha. Natizha. So it's T Natizha. That's on Instagram, TikTok. That's on Snapchat. As far as like all platforms, streaming platforms, it'll be Tiara Natizha. You can just type in T_ARA and it'll pull up. There's no other Tiaras outside of this Korean group. But, that was the only Tiara I seen. I liked that too. I was like, okay, there's only one little Tiara and it's an old Korean group. That's good. So T_ARA. You can find me on any of the music platforms and it'll be Natizha. And find those singles on there. And like I said, and on Facebook, it's Tiara Natasha Washington. That's my full name. And it's Tiara, Tiara Washington on Facebook.
Okay. And what you said the name of that project was going to be again?
The what?
That your project was going to be again?
The name of what?
Your project coming out. I just tried to get some insight.
I don't know. You remember I told you I don't know what I'm going to name it yet.
What was the original name going to be?
I was going to name it, I came up with a couple of names. I went from New Beginnings.
Okay.
And then to The Real Me.
Okay.
And I'm not sure what it's going to be. But I really want it to be based around evolution, evolving. Something that shows that you're showing, people that you're new. Something, I don't know how to explain it, but I really wanted to be like New Beginnings, The Real Me. Those were the two names. But I don't think I'm going to stick with any of those. So y'all got to stick with me to find out, please.
Maybe you should take a poll and put like 4 names out and see what they go with.
All right, see what you're saying. I like stuff like that, though, doing stuff like that. It helps me out.
It's fan interaction.
Right, definitely. And that's good. That's always good.
Okay, well, I want to thank you again for coming through, and I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for listening.